be a big mistake.
Mistake?
If they could do that to a wall, imagine what they could do to our heads.
For sure. And our heads are nowhere near that thick.
Speak for yourself.
Turtles. Yeah, and we didn't make that hole, you wacko.
Oh, no?
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Turtle Talk. As always, I am your host, Dave Wonder, and I am joined tonight by some of my favorite and your favorite shellheads from around the COJ-verse. Lots of news to cover. We are going to be going through news, San Diego predictions, San Diego anticipations, just news in general about all of our favorite reptiles and shell-backed heroes. But as I said, I am not alone tonight. First and foremost, we got the COJ chiming off in the chat already. I'll give you a shout out here in just a second. But first, I have to introduce the two fellow shellheads I'm here with tonight. Tossing it over to a little bit of nightmare fuel, apparently. Hi, Mr. Geeky.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Howdy.
Welcome. And then, of course, joining us from the toy lair, we have Tony. Hi, Tony.
What's up, everybody? How's it going tonight?
Welcome, Tony. I'm sorry, I have a trouble calling you Griff Rider. I've known you as Tony for too long.
That's fine with me.
All right, fair. But like I said, we are also joined by the COJ. So welcome. JJ coming in super early right there. Welcome, my friend. We got Stanley's Toy Channel in there. Fornit, David Tussler. What up, Tussler? How's it going, bud? We got Smetty. What's up, Smetty? It's been a minute. We got Neil Robinson, Fornit in there. Oh, Fornit JJ. We're going back and forth for a minute. Toy Geekosaurus, Phantom Crow, Josh Bear, Speaky Geeky, Mr. Geeky. You get out of the chat. We got Nightmare there. Shaggy coming in with them sweet emotes and even sweeter slices of pizza. We got Darth. What up, Darth? Let's see. We got Spike. What up, Turts? Not much, Turt. See, that was with a T, mind you. I have a soft T. David Stinson, I wonder what the Jets Super 7 giving us the Dark Turtles from the 03 series. I don't know. It'd be pretty dope if they could get to there. We got Mighty Mike. We got Panther in there. Shaggy coming in with beef sticks. Oh, combat cold cuts. Nice. Super Spike with pineapple pizza. That's a topic for another stream. We got 3M in there. Darth Nexus tossing out the turtles. We got Forgivens, Neil Robinson. Wow, it just keeps going. Holy crap. What's up, Thor? Oh, my God. Griffey McBanhammer. Oh, Palmer. What's up, dude? Ryo, you made it too. Hell yeah. We'll get to it. That's why Tony's here tonight, because I was like, bro, nope. Because I know Geeky and we collect a lot of turtle stuff, but we ain't messed around with the Joy Toy stuff much. So
I feel like that's going to change very quickly looking at those.
Oh, yeah. It's Mr. J-O-Y Toy. But yeah, like I said, we got a butt ton of stuff to cover tonight, so I figured we can dive into that. Like I said, after the bit O news, because we got some of the insane toy news that came out today and over the past couple. What's that? Oh, you found it at Walmart, did you? I'm guessing. There he is.
Oh,
Johnny.
Oh,
the good one that survived.
What's this one on the other side though? I couldn't see what that is.
Oh, it's Mikey and Donnie.
Oh, the flashback Mikey.
Yeah, flashback Mikey. There we go. Oh,
Nice.
Also remember to leave the Twitch live stream keys to Griff before your break. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. He knows how to get up here. Oh shit! You got. Look at that chunky boy.
Ooh.
Where'd you find him?
GameStop.
Like in store, or did you order him?
GameStop in Coon Rapids.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized technically I have a Joy Toy turtle already.
What is
You.
it?
Bum, 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 bum. Combat Mikey. He's even got the pizza crest.
I like the helmet.
You know what that's from?
It's classified series. Breaker, yeah.
Yeah, I had to Dremel it out a little bit, but it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So,
Did a nice job with
marked
that.
up for that. But yeah, Mighty Mike, Tony, I'm jealous as heck. Griff brought in as an emergency guest expert for the panel. Indeed. Are you all still going to do some unboxing during this turtle talk? I don't have any turtles to unbox actually, but I mean, if Tony wants to grip,
I'm taking care of that.
Yeah,
I could.
I was like, Geeky always has shit to open up. So I mean, we can definitely. Why don't we do? Okay. Do you guys want us to dive into the news, or do you want us to do a little unboxing first?
We can just do news while we unbox.
I mean, is the caveat that it's just we're unboxing only turtle stuff today versus so it's like
yes. You know what? We got the green scheme going on. Let's stick with that. Also, Brow says, "Hell yes, Salamander Mike." Yeah, Brow, I blame you. Still got to make time to read that. Sorry, 3M, didn't mean to spoil nothing. What up, Esteban? How's it going, bud? So yeah, I guess I'll pop up the news here in just a moment. So let's pop that up to the stage because there's a bunch of comic news. So Geeky, I want you to explain this because I can go a little bit more in depth, but I also don't want to overstep. So Geeky, hit that news.
I don't want to give spoilers. I mean, this is the story arc we're on now, but it's like we're it's basically Turtles Forever here, right? But it's not the same. It's just that we're bringing in all these different iterations now, which is phenomenal in the Saturday Morning Adventures comic book. So this is like, yeah.
You want to know what's insane? We have figures of every single person on this page except one.
Yeah, but I bet that's not going to be for too much longer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything for sure other than the fact that we've in the dimensional Donnie's we got a hint. There's a tease. So I feel like probably not too far off.
Tony unboxing at the same time as you talking. I'm like, I was like, Griff or the fucking Geeky, are your jaw okay? Like no.
Did with that Transformer turtle, is it like every head is there as well?
Dude.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. Do you have it handy?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
there we go.
The
he comes with all the heads and weapons.
The
right?
level of ingenuity with this is outrageous. So there is literally storage for everything. So as you can see, this pops off the front, and then there's a little piece in there that you can swing down, and then it becomes a shield. So you can put the shield on there. So now get this. You see the belt buckle. This part flips up.
What?
And it's on a rotator.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can literally switch it to whichever one you want, or blank or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And
then you just find it.
There's a blank one there too, so you could theoretically do your own, do a Kirby or do a Jenna.
So again, as you can see, the swords store here. The size are in his hand, but normally they would store on these panels right here. The nunchucks store in the shoulder pads. Now this is going to be a little harder because it's going to be tough to see.
3M asking, is it worth the money? It looks like it for sure.
Yeah.
So
looks fun.
All the heads.
Oh, that's cool.
Are stored in there. And if you flip out these two panels here, you'll see that's where Donnie's staff is. So I thought it was just the 4 heads, and then in the box, for some reason, I thought it was just this.
Yeah.
But there is actually a plain. I have yet to take these out, so I don't know how easy. There is just a plain head that you could do as well.
That's cool.
Sweet.
But again, literally storage for everything, which I think is just amazing. And the simple fact that this green is the same green as this part of the head, I was like, you watch, this thing's going to just be not color matched. It's going to look weird, but no, they did it. If I had to be a betting man and I guessed, I would say that this is a completely brand new Transformer. I don't think it shares any engineering with any previous Turtles or Transformers.
Michael Palmer, if you're curious what Emilio thought of the Super 703 boys, scope out the mini marathon from last Friday. He actually went really in depth with myself and actually Mr. Jones. That was impeccable timing. What a dude. It literally was Mr. Jones and me.
I think right after that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I was watching it from afar, so I remember the conversation, but I don't think I was a part of the conversation.
Yeah, Forgiven says, interesting. What would this be remolded to a Transformers character there? I think it's unique tooling.
I truly think it is a unique mold. Because I mean, an Ironhide maybe, but I mean, I think there are going to be things that are going to get made out of this.
Yeah,
but I think this is an original.
Hustler threw out. I was surprised they didn't use Wheeljack mold from Rodham for the Turtle Man.
I am certainly glad that they did not.
Anyways, moving back to the news. We also have a fantastic cover drawn by the ever wonderful Kari Randolph, as well as our boy Emilio, throwing down those colors, and I believe inks as well. This is just tight. I love it. So all the is this the one that Emilio did solely? I always forget because I think he did one and Kari did one that he did colors with. Hold on. There's a little signature down here. That's definitely Emilio. I think this is just the solo Emilio cover. Anyways, either way, it's friggin' badass. Because Emilio rules.
Yeah,
no
the
surprise
story,
there.
the story that's in there too, right? I mean, this is yeah. And that's what I think. I'm so stoked for this because it's like capturing every facet of Turtles. This is like
I was gonna say it's a real good time to be a shellhead because my goodness, there's a lot. Damn. But yeah, super stoked for this. Again, maybe even getting more in-depth look at some of these characters that we didn't get to see as much, such as good old Turtle Hun there. I know Mr. Geeky has he really likes Hun. Leave it at that. Then popping over to 5K Toys, they teased their Warrior Warthog. That's what I'm going with it's called because I don't think they've actually given it a formal name. And here he is in his frock with his candy cane wrap. And then you can say, hey, that's cool. But you know what's even cooler? Bebop. That's not Bebop because he doesn't have turtle shells over his shoulders. See? Completely different character. Just throwing that out there. God dang it, Tony. Nice. Very cool.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
And the new Jason Aaron comic comes out next week. Sure does. Very excited for that as well. What up, Epic Badger? How's it? Whoa, Epic Badger, what's going on? Comics. Where you been? I've been talking this up for 2 weeks. Phantom Crow says, I think the molds for all the crossover ones are unique. Ecto, DeLorean, Top Gun, Jet, and Jurassic Park ones, not counting the dinos. I think they're all unique and have not been reused. Very cool.
So there are definitely unique parts. Yeah. But the engineering is all the same for a lot of them. So like the Expanse, the X one, X-Men one is Jetfire. And so they reuse the platform, but I don't believe that this one is a reuse.
It was the chassis. But yeah, I've comics. Look, I've got money to pay for toys, not pay attention. Fair. But this looks insane. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait for them to announce more information about it. The thing that gets me is looking at this in scale with the seasonal turtles that we've already gotten, and now also realizing the scale of the seasonal turtles means that these will be in scale with something we're going to talk about here very, very shortly, that I'm very, very excited about. Because yeah, this looks insane. Geeky Tony, any thoughts?
I love it. I cannot wait to see Rocksteady.
Yeah,
But the one you showed right before this, the samurai, right? This is also from 5K, right?
It's the same one.
It's the same figure. That's the thing, is these parts come to swap it into this.
Oh dang! Okay, so it comes like this in the beginning.
It will come packed like this, and then you can swap on the bonus exclusive online pre-order part to make it definitely not Bop B. And then we can make way for Steady Rock, as Mr. Jones says.
Here's what I like about that is it kind of taps into the concept Bebop too, then a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you saw the original images there, where it's like Bebop, it was Bebop, Rocksteady, Ground Chuck, who wasn't Ground Chuck then, and it was like a dog samurai character. It kind of has a throwback to that a little bit, which I really like.
Yep. I'm stoked. Whatever way you shake it, I'm excited for this. It's just a beautiful looking figure. Again, all the other figures have come out and they've been absolutely stellar. So I am very excited. The crazy thing is realizing that the figures we are going to talk about in a little bit, made by Joy Toy, are probably going to come out and beat both Mikey and Raphael to market, which is insane.
Wow.
You're not wrong.
Neil, I don't know. I don't think they'll do a human character like Casey or Shredder. I feel like if they do, it will be a while because they have plenty of mutants to go through first. But yeah, because right now the Joy Toys have an estimated delivery date of October of this year.
Joy Toy doesn't mess around.
No, they don't. Then from Bottleneck Gallery and Justin Ishmael, they have these beauties that are just adorable. Mr. Geeky grabbed this image, and I totally agreed we had to put it in. Yeah. These are just silly and adorable.
Yeah, this is something that I looked at and I smiled because I feel like it's like I could easily just see these hanging over my shelf, and I'm like, okay, these are cute. I like these a lot.
I look at this one, and then I look at these, and I really want to put Mikey next to one of these with Leo just going, oh wait, oh brother. Just because Mikey's got that hard derp face. Just throwing that out there. Mr. Jones says, when I first saw the Joy Toy TMNT, I thought they were based on the Fortnite turtles, but I don't play Fortnite, so maybe I'm mixing elements up. No. I think they definitely have elements to that.
100%.
But we'll get there. We'll get there. Next up, from the old Turtle Den, the Mighty Jax Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade figures. These look like just fun minifigs. Great paint job, all angular and shit, but just fun looking turtle sprite figures. Super Spike Humpty Dumpty ass turtles. They do look like potatoes. I'm hit. So I tried to find a little bit more information on this when I got the image from Geeky, and basically all I could find was, hey, these are coming out. Like, all right.
Yeah, I mean they're fun, blocky, 8-bitty kind of characters. So I don't know how if they're going to be expanding this out to additional ones, but they look neat.
I have no idea, but they're neat looking. Also, we need figures of the Fortnite turtles and a little turtle van for the emo. That'd be dope, dude. But they have like April, and they have a bunch of different characters in there too.
Yeah,
those Mighty Jacks are dope. I agree. Turtle Nuggies. Yeah. Oh my god, they are turtle nuggets. Anyways. Oh man, you know what I forgot to grab? What is it? DeFoot Toys showed off their Krang Nugget prototype. That was very cool looking.
Are they going to be doing a bunch of those? It sounded like there was like
no idea. I don't even want to think about it. Then moving over on Instagram, a fantastic online sculptor who I am blanking on the name, Mr. Geeky, if you recall.
It's Brandon Gash.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is making these into a reality. These are like Super 7 scale Jim Lee turtles. And of course, the funny thing about this is there's one turtle missing, but it's not the right turtle because he did Leo. He hasn't done Raph yet. He actually has prototyped, I believe, Michelangelo and Donnie now. Like he's made a 3D print of them that are all put together, and they're fantastic looking. So definitely scope that out. Search him out on Insta. Amazing sculptor. Again, I'm sorry I was blanking on his name, but scope it out.
Oh,
where did you see that picture of the from the foot? Because it's not on their Instagram.
Maybe I think it was the foot. I'll have to. I forwarded it to you on Instagram, but I send you a lot of shit, so I'll scroll and find it. No worries.
Well, you're talking. I'll find it.
Saving the best turtle for last. No, they already did Mikey. Then popping over to Joy Toy, because here we go, boys and girls, and everybody in between. This is Joy Toy TMNT, and these are spicy. So these are coming in at 3.5 to 4 inches tall, available now for pre-order. However, they are Asian market exclusive. So you can get them from shops like David's Toys, or I want to say it's like Cool Figs Toy Shop, I think is the name of it. These are up right now for pre-order. And they run about $35 a piece. Again, these are going to stand about as tall as your seasonal turtles. It sounds like so.
Is
no
the only one that comes with the?
They're going to be smaller.
Oh, that's...
How tall are your? I measure how tall Leo is. Okay, not that much smaller.
Well, don't count the spike on top of his head.
I'm not counting the spike on top of his head. They'll be pretty damn close.
So I mean, I would assume that it'll probably be this big, but I mean, if they wanted to be accurate, it would actually have to be like a little smaller than this.
They according to the measurements, they're 3.5 inches to 4 inches tall.
So these will scale to the 5K, right? Is that?
Yeah, it seems like it. Like I said, they might be a little smaller, but man, just look at the pack out on them. Bunch of hands, weapons. Each one of them comes with a weapon effect, which is dope. They
all come with a skateboard, don't they?
Yep.
Do they also?
As well as a turtle com and a piece of pizza, and then what's called an accent piece.
Part of it's like a rooftop scene kind of thing,
yep.
Or something, right? Yeah.
It's a sewer lid with cracked pavement around it, but yeah.
Okay.
So I love that Raph has effects, so it looks like he can either be swiping or he could be throwing his sai, which is pretty dope. Again, communicator, base, that. So these are just
heck yeah,
cool. I did grab a bunch of images of these because I was very, very excited. Will they scale with the current 2012 Playmates figures / 2012? I don't know.
They might.
They'd definitely be a little smaller.
Yeah.
Here's here's this. I don't know. Compared to how big was Usagi?
Oh, I don't remember, dude.
Usagi's a smaller figure too, so that's not doing it.
I do love that Mikey has kind of like a cool swooping effect, and it's not like, hey, we're gonna make it orange, because everybody else makes it orange. Also, I noticed that Mikey, I think, is the only one that actually has a bite taken out of his pizza.
Oh, that's great.
Everybody else has stretchy or floppy pizza, but Mikey is the one who took a bite out of it.
I just realized something that is really cool.
Huh.
The Knot Turtles and the OG Usagi figure scale perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I actually have those standing next to one another on my display. So I thought you had them posed with one another. That's my bad.
They were in different places, and then I was like, wait a second.
JJ, again, the one place that I found that was recommended to me a couple times was, I believe it was called David's Toys. I'll try and drop a link in the video description. They're actually up for pre-order right now, and you get free shipping, which is pretty cool. Oh, 2012 Donatello is 4.5 inches tall, says David Topfoot. Leo comes with 4 swords. Are one of the pairs made out of metal? I don't believe so. I think
no, they don't use metal.
These actually have the effect attached to it, and then these are just standard. So you can kind of see you see it better here where it's almost bending. So they're effect swords. But yeah, so there they are, all standing in a row. Pretty little turtles standing in a row. I also enjoy that Mikey has an iPod, like an old school iPod at that. Or dare I say, that could be a Zune. Could be a Zune.
Well, zoom on in.
Oh, from Preternia, LT Cave has Joy Toy TMNT pre-orders that will ship to the US, $35.99 each, $143.60 for the set. Purchased from them quite a few times in the past, and they've been great. There you go.
Sweet.
Do they charge up front, Mr. Jones?
That I don't know. This was something I found interesting because I realized that they have to get the reuse out of it. So Leo has his scabbards bolted to his shell, and then Raph has a plate attached. Mikey has a license plate attached, and then Donnie has his, again, bolted to his shell.
Which is so weird because they all have their straps on the front. It's just like, why didn't you guys just make big old straps?
Well, and the straps go around and under the shell.
I know, which is so weird because like
it's
physics
weird.
Says they can't do that. Those shells are like attached to them.
I just noticed this too. Mikey has rattle cans.
And Donnie's got a big old like bag on his side too.
He's got a satchel. He's ready to go fix shit. But yeah, there they are with all effects in use. Like that's
awesome.
Cool. Oof. Like, come on. The little kid in me when I saw this, I'm like, oh, it's happening, you guys. Like, I got so stupidly excited. Thanks for the info, Mr. Jones. Yeah, Mr. Jones, do you know if they charge up front? I am curious as well. For reasons.
Of course, we get this info when we're on here, so I know when I'm off, it's going to be sold out because everyone is going to come to get it.
But yeah, Mr. Geeky, look in the Turtle Talk chat. I posted a link in there earlier this afternoon. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Shaggy says, "What?" Mr. Jones says, Man, is he going to draw this out? I hope it's just like, I'm going to Funky
order.
I'm debating how much of this to carry for the shop. Winter Star, these are beyond dope, so I'm very excited.
I mean,
I have a feeling they're turtles at the end of the day.
If you can get them, more power to you. I would, because
all the board. Right, Michael Palmer.
Oh man!
Like, you see the effects and you can hear it. Yeah. Also, I like, it's something silly, but like seeing them all with their boards with the color-coded wheels, like that's
wheels, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure that's why Preternia posted it in his broadcast channel on Instagram. There we go. Okay, for those planning to buy the Joy Toy Turtles, grab the Imperial Fist vehicles for them to ride. I can send packs. Damn it, Brio. Yeah, I mean, please do send me pics because I want to look at those again. I was going to try and scroll through the Discord the other day, and I was like, oh, no. But yeah, individually, here are our lovely turtle boys. There's the link to David's toy site. Looks pretty legit. Agreed. My buddy Sean Iredale, who's been on here, Sean Slade, or as I believe he is tagged by Mitch Falcon, Sean fucking Iredale every single time. He is a avid Joy Toy collector, and he is the one who recommended David's toys to me.
Yeah, so, he like completely ditched everything that he owns, and all he buys now is Joy Toy Warhammer.
Yeah, and McFarlane figures when they're on clearance.
Yeah, the maneuverability, like the is. I've yet to. I'll make a statement. I'll make a sentence that actually makes sense in a second. The articulation, the different movements that they can do looks to be pretty.
It's real nice.
Yeah.
Like so I take it back. You know what? I own 2 Joy Toys because one I own courtesy of Tony, and I owe one to fucking Brio for sending me so many pictures of his salamander turtle army. Brio, we'll get to him after the news. I'll show him off. Oh, Miss Jones says I've always used those Tech Deck skateboards with my NECA turtles. I had 4 of the plain, not decorated ones. Man, I actually use these stupid like dollar store 2012 TMNT boards with mine because I was like, I think it's kind of cool that their faces are on it. Anyways, here's Donnie. Whoa, Captain McKay, hell yeah, dude. Pre-ordered, love him. Catch the stream on replay. All right, later, bro. Dude, Captain McKay. Also, I gotta get your ass on here. Come on, Chop and Shop. Come on, one of these. We'll have some fun. But yeah, there's Donnie. Also, a little up close look at the turtle com, which I dig.
Nice.
Also, Mr. Captain McKay, thank you for the super chat as well. But very cool. But look at that. Like, also it's silly, but like the NECA effect where you had to stick it on the fingers and it's like heavy as shit. Like, as opposed to this where you can just have them go hunk and hold on to it. That's cool.
So,
I like that.
Like, I mean, like, I know it's obviously it's a smaller figure, but I feel like that should be a little wider. I mean, you know, we'll say it's like this big. I feel like it should literally be like this much bigger. Because to me, it just looks smaller than his actual staff.
It's because it's bending.
Well,
I just pre-ordered RAF on David's toy site. They allowed PayPal, free shipping, and the money came out right away. There you go. If I'm ever told that I have to get rid of nearly all my toys, I just blue screen for a bit until the white noise goes away. Jesus. There's RAF. I know that is Mr. Ryder's favorite.
Oh, it's a pretty figure.
It is a really.
And I really, really, really appreciate it when they take that extra mile to make it so that he can hold his staff or his size in his hands like that.
I agree. I did enjoy that they included this as a hype image, even though that looks like he just murdered a pizza alien. Instead of it being like floppy over the side, it's just like, no, I have killed a fresh one. It's still alive.
It's like the 2012 pizza face. That's what it looks like there.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, eyes and mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's cool looking. Best there, Esteban. It's my boy. Oh no, my boy. Yeah, it's just rad looking. There's Leo. Again, fun. I believe the arms are reused on all of them, just different deco. But these effects are rad, and they look like they're not going to just shatter like a certain companies that we'll get to in a minute. There's my boy. With fucking rattle cans, the iPod. It just makes me happy. My only gripe. The only gripe. I wish these were chains.
Dude, on that,
that's okay.
The shell, the way they have the shell almost looks like he has like shell abs. Do you see that? Where it's
yeah. Bro's been working out. Joy Toys website has them for around 150, says Mr. Quick. There you go. Get them direct. Much as I adore the last run and RAF, the remolded side don't lend themselves to the stabby post there. Again, he's the only one who took a bite. Everybody else was respecting their space. Then we're moving on to this. Hey, loyal subjects! Woo! Here we have the Foot Elite comic noir line right here. This was the one that was teased. It's essentially a bunch of reuse from Shredder. But it is the Foot Elite assassin with that demon mask. Pretty damn cool. Again, this was part of one of the teases. I'm going to do my best to stay positive here.
It's a really cool Oni mask. I mean, that's like yeah. That's
Here we have the Foot Assassin. Again, very cool looking, very lanky, very much a toy that we've talked about for about a month now. From Joy Toy to Dave, show us the loyal subjects figures where they hurt you. Here in my heart. I'm gonna go full screen for a second. If you can spot the one Joy Toy I have in my background, you win a prize. I hid it really well. You might not be able to see the bright red thing that Michelangelo's standing atop. Anyways, back to the news. Please, Nick, do an IDW line. Yeah. The slide changes to best action, and you can see the joy drain out of Dave's face. I know I shouldn't, but I'm totally getting that Dark Leo. Dude, that's the shitty thing about this, is I'm looking at these and I'm like, fuck yeah, Dark Leo! This rules!
Hey, if it makes you feel better, Dave, you can live vicariously through me because I'm totally going to get that.
This is my one problem about the Dark Leo and their toy photography. You don't have to make the box dark. You could have taken a picture with a light somewhere, anywhere in this fucking picture to show the figure.
anywhere.
Like, would you like to see this figure? Well, fuck you.
Well, and the craziest part is they've shown us pictures of all of the other ones except for this one.
Well,
and the 2-pack.
Show in a minute, yeah.
Mr. Jones. Mikey is shredding that red thing from Loyal Subjects. Yeah. But fun fact, that is the one-legged, one-armed shredder that I have that is left. Man, I've always wanted Dark Leo, but why BST? Yeah. Again, there is the shredder, the dreamer. I believe this is supposed to depict his time in the spirit realm after he's, spoiler alert for IDW Turtles, Shredder died. But like, because this is his classic cartoon look. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great dog, great
cartoon colors.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Okay, in best action format.
Yes.
Until someone else makes IDW Turtles, this is what we got. I'm with you, Tussler. Like, God damn it, I'm with you. Moving on from Redeco number 732 of Shredder, we have Jenica.
Yes.
Which is awesome, and I'm excited that we were getting Jenica. What interested me in this is is when they showed this off, it was under all the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, and I'm like, this is up for pre-order right now on BBTS. Oh, hi, Stormy. Hold on.
It was
Stormy
like there's a different one, wasn't it? It was a different one for.
No, it's identical. It's the same.
It just has a wash.
No, it doesn't. This one doesn't have a wash. This one doesn't have anything different.
But is this the same?
I think it does though, because on their post, like they said something about it.
Is
the
this
only thing I think it said is it's an early release because you can get this at the show, and the other Jenica isn't shipping until like August.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's just early stock.
So it's just like
I thought that they confirmed that it had a wash.
In this picture, it don't. But the only thing that I read was that you can get it earlier at the show, which is fine. And I'm excited that people can get their hands on a Jenica, and I'm excited that we're getting a Jenica figure. I'm sad for reasons that I'm trying to make it all the way through the year, boys, and I don't think I'm gonna make it. Here is the tease that they put out of their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. There you got Dark Leo's hands. Here you have the Foot Elite. I should have put this image first. That's my bad. Shaggy said, "Dog." Ironic, Shredder came back from the dead, and this line makes Death Dave dead inside. Fuck. Yeah, Jennifer figure right in time for the new comic that unfriended her on social media. Don't do it, Dave. Don't give in. What the hell is squeaking? Something is squeaking in the house, and it's fucking driving me mad. Then they revealed this today, which is Metalhead and Donatello.
Give me that Metalhead.
But once again, 2024 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I'm guessing these are going to be available online as all their other exclusives have been.
It glows in the dark, though. I need it.
It's a Metalhead. That's why I need it. I have every other release of Metalhead, including every re-release of Metalhead. It's
including a custom by me.
I knew he's right up there. I can see him.
So the Metalhead glows in the dark, and does that Donnie glow in the dark too, or just the
Donnie doesn't look like he glows in the dark? And honestly, I'm looking at Metalhead, and the only parts that I'm thinking glow are it looks like he has some light green spray there, his eyes, and maybe these.
Oh yeah, maybe.
But I'll be really curious. And he has swappable grapple hands. It looks like. But that's all the.
Is it just me, or does it look like he comes with a couple different heads?
He does. He has alternate head here. I believe this looks like his wheelbase.
Oh yeah.
But alternate hands and grapple hands.
Totally two separate wheels there.
Yeah. So that you can put
but I'm trying to figure out what I'm like pointing at the screen, like you can see me pointing at.
This is an alternate head. I think these are wheels to swap out onto his feet. These are alternate hands, and I think these are his grapple hook hands.
Gotcha. I couldn't tell what those top ones were.
Version of Metalhead too, so hopefully they're standard. I agree. Does Donnie have a shattered shell? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just a straight re-release. But look at this being the only IDW TMNT toy line. Keeps me from being bankrupt buying IDW figures. Fair. But again, not much information on this. Like from what I could find, it was just
they literally just were like, "Hey, by the way, here's another one."
And it's like, cool.
Wait,
Thanks,
what?
guys? Then popping over here is Jenica, Battle Ready Jenica. This is the first time we've actually seen this in package, which is pretty rad.
How close can you zoom in on that?
Yeah, because now I'm looking to see if in fact it is the exact same.
Okay, smart ass.
Enhance.
I just wanted to like see the skin tones.
Hornet, he did have a metal shell in the first release. Yeah, like I'm looking at this, and especially after the heavy-handed wash they did on San Diego Comic-Con stuff last year, this looks like raw plastic to me.
Well, zoom in some more on the skin, not in the pitch blackness.
It doesn't come with anything extra. It's just supposed to be the same, but earlier is what you.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I don't know. It kind of looks like it's got a wash. Maybe it's just.
I don't think that's a wash. I think that's just shitty lighting.
Well, I was gonna say it's maybe they fired the other guy that did the washes, who was just like
enhance.
What is this? This is in the bottom right corner, though. Can you tell what that is?
Those are her swashy hands. So she has the like speed effect on them.
Oh, nice.
Enhance. We're going into the belt.
Into the void.
There we go. I don't think I like that. The other head is her with, instead of her mask down, it's up like a bandana.
Yeah, I mean, she's shown him with that head quite a bit in the comic too. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
Popping over to NECA, we are getting re-releases in black and white of the Monster Turtles, and I was not surprised by this, but I am glad that they just went, hey, we're doing them. They're Walmart exclusives first, so here you go.
Actually, a 2-pack.
Yeah. But again, like they come with all the same stuff.
Yeah.
And they're black and white. I don't know. It baffles me why they didn't do Frankenstein Raph with the Hunchback Leo. But
they're probably going to do the others too in black and white at some point, I imagine.
Well, the thing is this is the different waves of Raph and Leo. So is the other one going to be Franken Raph and Creature Leo? I legit feel like this is one of those things from NECA where they're just like, yeah, put Raph and Leo in a 2-pack for Walmart. Okay. Like it was too far along, and they were like, "Fuck, damn it!" It's a little weird. They did, yeah. See, there we go. Hi, Earl. How's it going, bud? Yeah, I didn't grab any other images of these. We know these figures. They're fun. I enjoy them greatly. Next picture. Here we go. These are available tomorrow and the next day on NECA's
for about
website.
2 minutes.
Wait,
today it lasted 10.
Oh, it's tomorrow as well?
And Friday.
Tomorrow and and Friday.
All right. I went today and was too late, so I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So the funny thing about these is they are Eastman and Laird first appearance turtles. And here they look like Eastman and Laird turtles. On the box art, however, this is Kevin Eastman drawing the Laird first appearance turtle, which is why that enhance. Which is why this version of the Laird turtle looks fucking pissed. But I like these a lot. And I am stoked that people are able to get them, and it seems like a lot of people were able to get them today, which was really good. They did it this way for people who don't want the Hunchback Leo, have to get him for Wolf Raph. But yeah, these are highly articulated. They do have swappable weapons. They do have swappable hands. They also have swappable portraits. Actually, I believe it was Pixel Dan who pointed this out, and it was a really good point. The alternate heads have the gritted teeth like all of the vintage toys, as opposed to the original sketches that had them just going, This is rad. And also, I will have you note, in their first appearances, both of them just had nunchucks. You know why? Because Mikey came first, baby. That's right. Anyways, so they do come packed in with all the swappable weapons, so you can technically make them whatever turtle you want them to be in their early looks. I already have heard at least 4 people say that they are buying 4 sets of these to make 4 OG turtles. I'm like, This pack is almost $70 if I remember correctly, plus NECA shipping, and I'm like, whoo, good for you. Comics, they do all have red bandanas, but technically, they all had black bandanas first.
Okay.
But some of these got out of order. I apologize. So, on the packaging of these, a few eagle-eyed folks noticed a few heads that we hadn't noticed before. I believe this is actually the hooded Raph from the Lawson turtle pack, because he comes with the hood from it, if you remember.
Is it though? I mean, because they only had the two on right. So like, here's my question: is that
There's
yeah, which is fantastic. But so the question I had, right, because that picture that you just showed a second ago with the two turtles, if you go to the front of the package for the 2-pack, right, and there's a zoom in there too, it's different than the pictures there. So it clearly is two different turtles.
Oh no, I was saying from the Jim Lawson. Yeah. No, Earl, I didn't say only $7. I said nearly $70. They're spicy boys. Also, CH Animates, we will get to that as well, because the new Tales of the TMNT figs are hitting right now. I think they're cool looking. I like that they're modular. The ones that I've found have had terrible deco hits, unfortunately. It's $35 a figure, which is right about normal for the neck releases. I agree.
There was another Triceraton on the back there too.
Yes. This was the other one, big one. That is a Mirage Karai. God dang it. And that's an Angela Lansbury that Geeky insisted that I put in here, because who do you want this to be?
Well, because this is like a makeshift Aunt Aggie if they never put out an Aunt Aggie. I mean, in my mind, it would be awesome if they put out an Aunt Aggie too, and then I could have Angela Lansbury team up with Aunt Aggie. But
how dare you not give Mrs. Fletcher her due, sir? She has written thousands of murders and probably committed more, because if you ever think about that on the original show, I'm pretty sure she killed most of those people.
Right. It was all perpetuated by Angela Lansbury.
Murder, She Wrote is great. I've watched so many fucking episodes lately because my Anna is rewatching that show, or watching it, I guess, through for the first time. I was sitting in here when she started watching it in the other room, and I heard that thing go off, and it was like, core memory unlocked. I was like, ow, fuck, what has happened?
There's something so calming about that too. To me, like, just her on the typewriter is just like, it's like coming home. But
dude,
enhance.
So we'll move over here. So here we have Battle Damage Shredder. I believe this is the Triceraton we already got.
Zog.
Yeah, Zog, Splinter, all the Shadowfoot. We got Geeky's boy right there. We have Wanderer. No, that's not Wanderer. That is.
No, I think.
Is that Wanderer?
I think that's the Wanderer.
Okay.
Yes.
And we got Casey, Baxter, the normal versions, Rat King, Kirby, another Triceraton. The Elite, and then we have Karai, and then what looks like maybe solo releases of those two turtles, because I didn't realize there were only two of them shown.
I don't know.
I think they probably just put one picture of them to be like, hey, the Lawson Turtles.
Cabot Cove, yeah. No, I'm with you. Like I'm intrigued why there were only two.
I mean, also, maybe they will. Maybe they will do, just because they're.
Trevor
basically all the same.
Trevor said that they were releasing the turtles in singles.
Oh,
there you go.
The Lawson turtles in singles.
Panda says, "I'm surprised there's never Golden Girls and Murder She Wrote Halloween crossover." You know, it was a great crossover though. It was the episode from last night. That was Murder She Wrote and Magnum PI, baby.
Heck yeah.
Woo! Shit was intense.
Was it Straczynski?
What?
Was that one of the Straczynski written ones? I wonder.
I don't know. I got like halfway through, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?"
It's like a bad fever dream.
A little bit. I'm like, man, I changed the channel, but the show came with. Oh, there we go. Starfig. I think he did say that in the Veebs interview, which we got to get Trevor on here. Anyways, that's a conversation for another day. But these look awesome. Again, there you have them in their OG looks, again with nunchucks. But again, you can swap hands so that they can hold all of the various weapons, so you can have them be whatever turtle you would like to be. So this is pretty dope.
I have so many things I want to say about those turtles, but
it's okay.
No.
Is there something we have to talk about off stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say too, though. It's like the size, the buck. I feel like that could work really well. Like this. Okay, well, we're talking. This is something different now. We're talking. This is the old. But
where's Billy? Because we all know how much Billy loves things that are flocked.
God!
Yeah, does he have rooted hair? Is that
he has flocked hair? Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, it is.
I also love that he comes with a record player. Pushing Up Rose is in the channel that reviews Murder, She Wrote episodes, and she recently reviewed the vampire episode. It was nuts. Dude, okay, I found that channel the other day, and I tried to shoot it over to my Anna, and she was just like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, well, it goes in depth. Oh, Esteban, come on. Also, Esteban with your Nacho pick and it going over Geeky, it just looks like Geeky becomes Nacho for a second. Wait, hey, call Bill Maru. Splinter does wear pants. See? Anyways, this looks great. Again, this is going to be part of the Tales of the TMNT line, but it'll be a Mutant Mayhem release. Along with that, we saw that in the releases that have come out at Target right now is the first 4 turtles of the modular turtles that you can swap and pop. And then 2 vehicles. You have another Wrath on motorbike with the Tales of the TMNT packaging, and then you have a Mutant Mayhem Rocksteady on motorcycle that has the Mutant Mayhem movie packaging. Froba, I'm with you. The mustache isn't flocked. A missed opportunity.
Right.
Somewhere in Arkansas, a bearded toy reviewer isn't too happy either. Somewhere he's going, ah. And
I'm so happy for this figure, though. This is what I've been like. When the other waves are coming, I'm like, how do we? Like, this is the one I wanted the most, I think.
It's one of those that it's like, holy shit, they're actually doing it. I love this. Dad Splinter looks like every Polaroid picture of my father in the 80s.
So, like the level of detest that Billy has for it. I went on when they announced that. I went on a.
You went on a tirade with that shit.
A meme-making streak, and I'm going to find a couple of them.
All right. We're going to move on because they did reveal these figures. These, again, are from Tales of the TMNT. If you don't want to be spoiled, there's 6 of these. These are actually up for pre-order as a set on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth right now. So you can go over and order those right now if you want to get them and you don't want to wait. So, again, these are for the Mix and Match line. I like these a lot. The designs are super fun. The weapons are fun. The weird little pack-ins are creepy as shit.
And the redecos here for Wingnut and
boom, demonetized. I do also like that we're getting a Tales of the TMNT version of Wingnut, which is cool. It does look like a little bit better articulation too. And
this and Genghis are classic redecos.
Yep.
Right? It's their version of it. Because if you look at the color scheme,
and the yellow belt.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the Genghis is more apparent too when you get to that.
Pigeon Pete, baby! God damn it, Tony. Pigeon Pete looks awesome.
I want that one so bad it's not even funny.
I believe it is, Mr. Jones. I believe it is. It's a weird night where grown men discussing TMNT toys and an 80s murder mystery toy show, TV show for old women. Great stuff. Hey, man, like, comment, subscribe. We got more of it for you. This is your demographic.
Talk about Columbo?
Yeah. Hey, man, we talked about that on Chop and Shop the other night. No, it was the mini marathon. Matt was on.
There's a lot
again, Napoleon in his classic deco, which is pretty cool.
And I love that it's a new sculpt too.
Yeah, looks like it. I'm for it. Then we move on to these, which I know there's love, there's hate, there's everything in between. These are the new Super 7 2003 TMNT Ultimates.
All
right. Bye, Tony. Esteban says passing in these. Passing on these? I think passing on these is what you're going for.
I want to love these.
And they want you to love them. Super 7 wants you to buy them.
Yeah,
Again,
directly from them. So you get the heads that they should come with because they don't have nearly the amount of accessories that the other figures come with.
well, and that's what kind of again, that's what bothers me is we're not getting a ton of accessories, and it could have been repack accessories. It could have been the pizza. It could have been something. But these are cool looking. The double jointed, articulation that they added in is cool.
But
The
it
thing
terrifies me because we're starting back at day one.
well, not only that, but they also have the pad sculpted on, so you're already hindering the double jointed articulation that you're adding because you have to add in that piece that goes around. Esteban says, "Thanks, Tony. We're on the same page. Not worth the price with what you're getting." Yeah. I still think I'm gonna go in on these. I love the 03 series and I love these designs, and it just
I know,
bothers me.
and I want to support it because I want to get I'd
I
love to
agree,
get a
Sam.
bunch of characters, but I don't want them to be garbage.
Wait, am I muted or banned? My comments your comments are disappearing, JJ? Your comments are showing up just fine here. Are they not showing up in the chat? I don't know.
I see them.
I was just thinking because of the placement of where everyone's comments are. If someone changed their name to Geeky Says ... and then just whatever they say, it's they can put words in my mouth here.
I only pre-ordered the Raphael because no, JJ, you're showing up just fine on our end.
Yeah, I haven't touched the keyboard, so you're good.
Thanks, dude. But Tony, the extra heads and the shipping from Super 7 is free. Besides, who wants to budget for a set of figures that might not come out until next September? Again, these look cool. I like the sculpts. Like they grew on me a lot more than I thought they would have. Because when I first saw them, I was in the boat of kind of passing. Someone also pointed out that they also have turtle titties, and I can't unsee it. But that's how they were drawn. They had pectorals. There's something off about these turtles. Again, scope out the mini marathon from last Friday. Emilio, who worked on the show, went into a fair amount of depth on what the differences are. These are based around the animation, not the model sheets. So these are more how they looked in the show, as opposed to how they looked in all the marketing and everything, where they were a little slimmer and a little taller. I feel like I'm getting Monkey Pod with characters I really want, getting figures, but the results aren't what I want. Best Action, IDW, Super 7, TMNT, 03, Spin Masters. Listen, could be worse. They could be the first wave of Best Action. Ouch.
I'd rather roll the dice on Best Action than Super 7.
Man, I like this is my problem, and I know it's not a popular opinion. I like the Super 7 Ultimates a lot. I have a shit ton of them. It's just I have had the bad
my Wingnut. I mean, I've got a bunch too, but
yeah.
I don't mind the look.
I feel like every
but
time I'm just like, oh, okay, one more now. And Wingnut and Screw Loose were fine, but that's because they were huge.
See, and the funny thing was, mine were fine until they went literally one of the wings exploded and then the hips went. I was like, what the fuck?
Dang.
Fortnite JJ, I saw the comment you just made about your comments poofing, not seeing any others, so maybe some did. I don't know.
Thanks to YouTube.
Which stream did you talk to someone who worked on the show? CH, go back. It is the Extra Life second mini marathon. It was last Friday. Emilio and I talked about it in depth.
It was a ton of fun too. I mean, here's the thing: is I agree with the accessories too. Like to me, I felt like it would have been fun to see Clunk as an example, right? Like that would have been right.
Clunk or a hatted head or a skateboard or and that's just for Mikey. Like I look at this figure and I'm like, hell yeah, we get the spinning chuck effects. Like I think Mikey once again is the best deal you can get because you get the spinning effects in there. Like if you had done an accessory like that for each of the other turtles, I think it would have gone far.
You could have put a mouser in with every one of them.
Right, a little smaller accessory that was logical for the series, right? I mean, because some of those things, I agree. I would like to see,
because I mean, like I want a Casey, I want an Utam, I want Fugitoid, I want what?
There's an R in there. Utram.
Actually,
oh man, Utram.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, there we go, JJ. here since YouTube is deleting my comments for some strange reason. Sorry, dude. I don't know what's going on with that. That's
YouTube.
These are dope. Also, this diorama is dynamite. And I want to say that that's probably High School Creations making that, because that dude's insane. Didn't the O3 Turtles come with other weapons and stuff? They came with like suction cups and zip lines and all sorts of shit. If they had their fast forward gear, that would have been an easy thing too, like a little like chest harness or something to put over it with the other alternate weapon.
I was almost positive like that we were going to see that it wasn't going to be entirely just the 4. Right, it would have been like the different iterations. That was in my mind. I was like, that's a way to like.
And they could be saving that for another release, but it's like these bare bones releases are always kind of a bummer in my opinion. Like, look at Raph. His size are tiny, which are fine. Okay, that'll work. However, he only comes with the same exact hands, so you can hold.
He's not going to be able to hold them
unless these are spaced out on his release. That's the only thing I can think of. But like,
there you go. Yeah, I guess he is holding it. Okay.
So hopefully that works.
You know what? I want that bang for that buck. Fine. You don't want to give us accessories. I want metal weapons.
That would be cool. The only problem with that in my brain is it goes to, oh man, but if the joints are loose, weapons are gonna fall down. Man, I already didn't have to clap for that.
But it wasn't metal. I'm thinking about stepping that on my floor.
Yeah. And murdered. But here are the Super 7 exclusive. If you order them as a bundle, these are the exclusive heads you get. I love the winking Mikey head. I think that's amazing. Again, this is also the head of 1,000 teeth, Raphael. Has a lot of teeth, which is weird because you go down to Donnie and you go down to Mikey, and they're much more like spaced out and sizable. So Raph he's got a lot of teeth. That's all. But yeah, again, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm hyped, and at the same time, I'm like, all right. Like, I really want to see them as prototypes. I want to see them as physical things. I don't want to see them as renders. Like I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those weird things of. I know Brian Flynn is more of like an old school dude, like G.I. Joe, Thundercats, even Ninja Turtles, cool. But then he said that thing about like, I feel like the collectors who collected these were used to articulation, and that's why we're doing double jointed joints. And I'm like, the O3 Turtles had the worst fucking articulation, even when they tried to implement articulation to
toe and finger articulation.
Yep. Because
before they gave us elbow and knee articulation.
Well, because the elbows were rotocast, the knees had bendable joints because I have them right over there. But it was just like But maybe Wave 7 fall into a black hole. No, I think they switched factories twice. I don't know.
But maybe that's more what he was trying to. Maybe what he was trying to say there was the idea of like making up for the fact that it didn't have that articulation back then.
Yeah, it's one of those things like when someone says something and it just for some odd reason sticks with you. Like when he said that, I'm like, wait, that was me, and like, never in a million years was I like, yeah, I hope these come with double jointed knees and elbows. I mean, and they could just say, hey, we're doing something different and we want to add some innovation in because this is our first time doing this style of turtles. Mm-hmm. And I think it would have sold just as well. Oh yeah, I called that out in the comments of Beeb's interview. Right on. Like it's just that weird thing of like I want to believe in Super 7 so bad. And I want them to do their say his name and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Anyways, it's a wrestling thing. Carlson Super 7 said they are hoping to have the prototypes by SDCC, and I hope they do. I really do, because like Kyle's really good at showing that shit off, and I hope they have at least test shots or something there that you can see the articulation, you can see it in person, because I think that's what's causing a lot of people to go because I think a lot of people are looking at it right now and going, just like Tony, we're back to day one. Like, this is starting over. We're back to series 1.
It terrifies me.
Yeah. But it's also that thing of like, I've always been the dude of like, if I can, I put my money where my mouth is. And I like the Super 7 Ultimates line. I want it to continue. I want it to like fucking have legs and run, because they're getting into the weirder shit now with like the turtle variants in these next couple waves. But they're also getting to characters like Karai that they had never did in the vintage line. And I'm excited for stuff like that. I'm excited to see a bunch more like
yeah.
What?
And like Gorilla, which it hasn't come out yet, but it's like that's when I've been anxiously waiting for, right?
Well, my brain's going, I know, I'm hoping NECA's going to show off a bunch of their Archie turtles, but there's part of me that's like, dude, imagine a Ninjara in Super 7. That would be badass. You know, Usagi. Like, you know, granted, I'm naming off, fuck it, let's say PandaCon too, because those are the 3 that are fucking owned by other people. But, you know, it's like, oh my God, it would be so cool. Oh,
I want him to do, go ahead.
Brow says hot take, but I see Brian Flynn and Todd McFarlane as the same coin. Both tend to assume they know the toy market, but not really. They're out of touch and too stubborn to have empathy. I don't think they're out of touch with it, but I do agree that they're stubborn on certain things, it seems. But I think
definitely has his moments, but he listens and he rectifies it as soon as he can.
But he also listens to his staff. He listens to the people who are working with him, which I think helps too. I thought Super 7 said they were doing an Usagi. I think they teased it and very vaguely said that they were going to get around to doing an Usagi, but they couldn't right now because of NECA doing all the Usagi figures. Because I remember Brian Flynn saying he would love to do an Usagi, but they can't at the moment because of the license being held by another toy manufacturer, which would be NECA. To be fair, Brian Flynn comes from a magazine publishing background, not toys. He also is a lifelong toy collector, though. Dork Chop, what's up, bud? No, we have not talked about that, but that was another fantastic piece. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Usagi Yojimbo are crossing over from Boom Comics, and
I cannot wait to see the Usagi Ranger that we're inevitably going to see. I just picture the helmet with the ears sticking up the top, and I am here for it.
A big bunny Zord, that would be really fun too. Yeah,
I wish that instead one vintage, then a 2023 wave, 2003 wave. I wish that Super 7 would do characters from all incarnations. I do too. I think definitely some of that is tied up in licensing. But there we go, JJ. A little off topic, but on the site you mentioned, your friend uses pre-order the Joy Toy figures called, I think it's David's Toys. I can find it.
I was defending Todd Bryo.
We talked about Todd for a moment. Happy to see that MMPR is still kicking around somewhere since Hasbro seems to have buried. Yeah, that's a story for another day. Hey, you know who else seems to have buried it? Super 7. But again, that's a different stream.
I would love to see Super 7 with the Ultimates do get to some of the more obscure, like at least one obscure, like Murdude or Walkabout or
and that's the thing. I feel like that's where they're getting right now with their stuff, and it's like, okay, so right now, the 2003 Turtles wave is slated for February of 2025, so next February. So potentially, if they announce another wave, so the next wave would be second quarter next year. You know, if we're going out,
that wave would come out in February, and the 2007 Turtles wouldn't come out until Q2.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Oh, Bryo says, Tony, oh, haha, I thought you were talking about Brian, but don't get me wrong. I'm happy Super 7 and McFarlane toys exist. Healthy competition. Indeed. Jamie Lynn, I too like Turtles, and hello. I don't know. Like it's at that point where I'm like, I do want just a fucking wave of random mutants, like you said, Walkabout, Ground Chuck, like Dirtbag. Like let's go deep.
A face,
a tattoo, Ground Chuck. That would be incredible,
dude. Give me all of them, because those are the figures that I think Super 7 excels at. I feel like Super 7 excels at like, hey, you want to see something fucking weird? Here you go.
You know what I want? I want a hothead in the scale that they do the Super 7 Godzillas in.
That would be cool.
I want them to get that big.
Mm-hmm.
Palmer, I'm with you on that. Super 7 dabbled in the Image comics with body count Casey and Raph. That'd be cool.
I really need somebody to make that body count Casey, and Best Action didn't cut it.
No, it didn't.
Well,
Someone did make a water slide decal for the NECA. I thought that was pretty cool.
I'm curious too, by the way, if we're going to see when we get Warrior Dragon from Archie with NECA, for instance.
I would
die. Fugitoid.
Well, I mean,
I would die.
Why are you dying? What happened?
The larger scale,
the Warrior Dragon from
Archie.
Oh
yeah. That'd be dope. Honestly, that is why I have my Fin Fang Foom build a figure on my turtle shelf. Is because I was like, perfect.
Close enough.
Yeah. If Mezco made one, if Mezco made Fugitoid, that'd be even cooler. But see, and I think this is where we need to transition into our wants. So how about this? We'll do top 3 of figures that have already been announced that we're excited for San Diego. Then we'll do 5 geeky. How many am I holding up? Count.
We'll see.
Count. We're gonna do top 5.
Geeky goes last.
Yeah. So we'll do top 5 hopes for San Diego Comic-Con reveals.
I have to think about what's been announced, right? I mean, we just
went over it all.
No. I'm saying you're okay.
I'm saying specifically for San Diego. So out of the exclusives, out of the figures that we just went through the slideshow of.
Oh, so what are my top 3 of the ones that have been announced?
Yes.
Okay.
So think on that for a moment. Okay. I'll start. My tops right now, as of this slideshow that we just finished up, and I have to go back.
I get to go back too.
And I know Joy Toy is not San Diego. And God damn it! Now because I went past it, you know what I'm really, really excited for? Stupidly excited for? Is that fucking Angela Lansbury figure? But the other one that I'm very excited about is. I hate saying that. I am excited for the Best Action Metalhead.
Yeah.
Because I love the IDW Metalhead. I love Metalhead as a character. And we're getting another Metalhead. I am angry that it is Best Action because I am flustered by that company, as I've said many times before. I am hopeful that it hits like last year's did, where when I got those turtles in the mail and I opened them up live here on the channel, I was blown away. And I was like, holy shit, you guys, they did it. They turned the corner. They figured it out. And then that fucking thing happened. And it was like, oh no. But
how did your other turtles hold up though? They're
good.
Yeah.
They're standing over there on my comic shelf. It's that thing of those 4 figures have held up very well. Shredder, Alapex, Rat King have all broken. I have gone through 2 Shredders. I still have one in box of both Shredder in Hell and the Standard that I bought on Uber clearance that I'm going, come on, you guys. You can't do this to me 4 times on one character. But you know what's going to happen? Because I don't. But Alapex broke. Shredder broke. Rat King broke. And it's just like, man, if it happened once, cool. Shit happens. I get that. I get that is an issue, but my goodness, that is where I'm sitting there staring and going, okay, I'm gonna have another Donatello, but I want that Metalhead. That Metalhead is my most anticipated figure from San Diego right now that they have announced.
Dave broke.
Yeah. Gonna start wearing that fucking grifter mask. Tony, what is your first pick for anticipated figures?
I'm gonna have to go with Dark Leo.
Fair.
I've been wanting a Dark Leo. I mean, what was that like 2015, 16?
something like that.
I've been waiting.
No, I'm excited for the Dark Leo. Anyways, Geeky, what about you?
I mean, yeah, I'm metalhead too. I think the thing is though that it's so hard for me because I'm just like, as of what we've seen so far, as we're coming into like the heart of like when probably we're going to be seeing a lot more reveals too. So
no, definitely.
I'm going to say metalhead because I mean that metalhead looked really fun. I love that design. I love that look. It looked like it's a hefty guy too. And in my experience with subjects with the thicker figures is that they are better. There's better movement there. Like the Krang, I've got the Android Krang. Love the Android Krang. It feels very not breaky, right? So
I sold mine because I was so angry. I drove down to Tony's and I sold it the next day. I kind of regret selling it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's still sitting there too.
It's son of a bitch.
Well, I don't know. There's a funness. I enjoyed the fact that like kind of bent forward to like take it out. Right there's like
the engineering was again. I hate saying this so many times on this fucking stream. Best Action has amazing possibilities, and I really want them because the jump from the moistened, fluid-filled Michelangelo that I opened up many moon ago from their first release of the Turtles to the IDW Turtles blowing me away, back to the shit show of their figures exploding on me. Like, it's like, man, I just want them to be good. I think they have something cool. Tony will sell it back to you. Yeah, I'm aware. Can I say? Oh, Heat Boys Donnie is on the reveal I'm most hyped for because hot damn, you could vaporize me with the railgun, and my last words would be thank you.
I'm very enthused by the selections that they have coming out for San Diego Comic-Con. I'm a little frustrated that the Donnie looks to be the same Donnie. Like I feel like that could have been a fun variant.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Because their photographer doesn't know how to take pictures.
Very true. You know, let's move on. Let's move on to our number 2. And my number 2, again, I don't think it's going to be a big surprise, but I think it's something that I know a few of us are excited for on the stream. I know all of us are excited for this figure on the stream. It's fucking Pigeon Pete, guys. We're getting him. Where the Mutanimals can grow and become a beautiful, beautiful team of Pigeon Boys. I'm very excited. Pigeon Pete. That was the one reveal. I think I called Tony, or Tony called me when we first saw those pictures. And we're like, you guys,
it's happening.
But right on it.
I'm still trying to figure out though if those 3 figures that they showed off, the Pigeon Pete, the little goldfish dude, and if it's I think an eel.
Yeah.
If they're part of the mix and match thing.
They're apparently part of, but it says that they're part of like that assortment, but I don't think they're mix and match.
No, okay, because I was gonna say it'd be really weird to put like the turtle legs on that goldfish guy.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the BBTS listing.
One of the characters was a seahorse too, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was an eel.
You guys, both Jessica Fletchers are up for pre-order right now on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm just throwing that out there.
You can't say that when I'm on here. That's so mean.
Pre-order break.
We'll be right back after these. God damn, why can't I find this listing?
Gosh, so much
I'm trying to.
Once I'm off of this. But here's the thing that I liked about the fact that character is a seahorse is that it's a callback to Sokor, which is I don't know if you remember the Mutanimals pilot. Are you laughing at me or
I'm laughing at the name Sokor because I heard you say Sokor and I really wanted to look down and just see Kiki going, ha! dude, you're Sokor. This is why I have this hoodie, folks. That Heat Boys Donnie, I'm with you. Well, maybe I'll just pre-order the Jessica.
It's Pigeon Peter now.
Oh, it is Pigeon Peter.
No, I don't know. He's like he's grown up. It's Pigeon Peter.
I still want the IDW style Pigeon Pete too, though. It needs to get out to us.
I
They
want
took the pictures
IDW of all the mutant animals.
They took down the images that they had up for the listings.
Oh, for the pictures that we just showed?
So it's Goldfin, Mustang Sally, Lee the Eel, Pigeon Pete, Genghis Frog, and Wingnut figure. So these say the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures are ready for a shell of a good time, inspired by the smash hit animated TV series that hasn't aired yet. Now you can mix and match body parts and accessories between the different figures to create the ultimate turtle, robot, or mutant warrior.
Well, that's a different wave though. There's another wave where it's like Metalhead and there's like another one was like Bishop, I think too, right?
Well, and that's what I'm trying to find, which I'm actually noticing. I'm noticing now, looking through.
All the bread.
Nixie, sorry, Geeky, bought all the Jessica Fletchers from BBTS. I'll have an army of. I like that you called her Nagila Lansbury. So say we all.
All the bread. Now.
Oh, interestingly enough, also the Jenica says that it's supposed to ship this month. Don't think that's happening. Yeah, they did. They took away the other 4-pack of turtles.
Did they ever? Well, they're not offering it anymore, or they?
Yeah, I had pre-ordered them specifically from BBTS.
Yeah,
because I was like, well, I'll get these, and then if they don't hit around here, because like the Tales of the TMNT stuff that hit. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay.
Mustang Sally is the seahorse.
Yeah.
So there's these.
Of course. That's this other one, but I don't know if that ever had actual pictures. These pictures on BBTS.
These are swap and pops. I do love that Metalhead.
Yeah, that's fun. They're all. I mean, so is this one Bishop? One of these is Bishop.
This is Bishop in the mech, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's interesting to me too, because I'm like looking at.
Hi, Clara. Where'd your teeth go? Are they coming back?
No.
No, never. You're gonna McFoliate? Have a nice day.
All right, go sis. Love you.
Bye.
Go sleepy.
Oh no, Palmer. Sorry, we keep losing power here. Hey, be safe, my friend. I want that new Genghis. I agree.
Yeah.
Lucy will be here. You gotta be good for your sister.
The thing with the Mustang Sally and all that, it very much seemed like an aquatic themed wave, which makes me. I mean, it's like, to me, it feels like it's like, okay, I'm like, look to the little like snapshots as what is this telling us about about the series? What's this going to be? What are we in for here? Because or is this going to be its own thing?
And the weapon is very coral.
So okay. So that one's Mustang Sally.
Yes.
So then the blue one that you showed earlier is the eel.
Yeah, that's the eel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even their little buddies are all seemingly like ocean.
They're dolls and accessories. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like stuffed animals apparently.
Oh,
which
they're
I may not have teeth, but at least I have hair. Did you give them to Sandhouse?
They look like anemones to me. Are you sure they're stuffed animals?
Yeah. God, I love that one so much. And he's like the ringleader of the three.
Yeah.
I hope he's like Napoleon in the back or Genghis in the back, just going blub. Like it doesn't say anything. Like attack. Like just does all the crazy shit. But yes, okay. So my second favorite one is Pigeon Pete. Did we make it all the way around on the second round?
No.
Okay, Tony, what's your most second? Shit.
That damn goldfish.
Fair.
Gold. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go with Dark Leo. For mine.
Just zoom in.
Yeah. I do like that goldfish though a lot. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, God. It's like nightmare fuel.
I'm like,
I don't know if I'm looking at a butt or, or what.
I was like, we're so gonna get demonetized for that one. What are these from? These are so Jamie Lynn, these are from the Tales of the TMNT animated show. Hey COJ. Oh, what up, Rob? Please do hit that like button. It does help.
The thing that I'm wondering is, I wonder if, because here's what I'm thinking is with the aquatic theme here is, are we going to be seeing maybe maybe this is like a precursor to Murdude or something, right? Because
maybe.
Like with the coral stuff and all this, I'm like, could this be like, I don't know. This is me spitballing. I don't know.
Totally.
Who knows?
Totally.
That was Griff need a snack.
I'll be excited if I'm correct, but I don't know that I am.
All right. So my third and final most anticipated figure that we were shown. Hi, Thermy. That we were shown. Yes, I am so stoked for Flocked Splinter.
I'm gonna need a second one because I know that like every time I see Billy, I'm just gonna be like, and it's eventually gonna lose all the flocking on it.
You up?
Yeah, you know that goldfish is like, oh yeah, you a tough guy, ain't ya?
Yeah. Jamie Lynn, Tales of the TMNT is debuting on Paramount Plus at the end of July, I believe. August?
Was it August 4th? I don't.
Young Tony Splinter. Yeah, I'm so stoked for this fucking rat. I'm really excited. Just send one to Robo when it goes up for pre-order. I think Esteban and Robo
get the flock out of here.
Oh, Chris, yes, that Batman Cape Crusader trailer. Wow, chef's kiss. Happy days, happy days. Are we talking turtles here? We'll get around to that too.
Send me though, because I need to see that too. That's another.
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet.
Fair. All right, Tony, your third and final most anticipated figure that was shown. Metalhead, yeah.
Wasn't Metalhead your first also?
That was my first.
Yours and mine were flipped, I think. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm Young Splinter. That's mine too. That was it technically wasn't a San Diego Comic-Con reveal necessarily. So like that's where I got tripped up. But because we showed it, I'm gonna say it. Although I mean I'm very excited for those Joy Toy turtles as well. So that is
agreed for it. So what are you going with, Kiki?
Oh, I did. Young Splinter.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's no, that is. Had I remembered until you just showed that picture again, that would have been my first as well.
All right, so we've gone with what we know. Now we go with what we dream about. So we're going to pull on into speculation station, folks. And now we are going to reveal our top 5 highest wants for San Diego Comic-Con. These are individual figures. 5, Kiki. You have a giant count figure on your shelf. You do not get to say you don't know how to count.
All right, fine. 5 out of anything.
$5
well, okay. We're doing specifically turtles.
Okay. Well, that.
How about this? Top 5 specialty lines. So top 5, so that would be NECA, Super 7 are the 2 that I would argue are specialty shops. Those would be comic shop lines, etc. And then we'll do retail. So retail would be Playmates and Best Action. Because then we can do 5 for specialty, 5 for general retail. How about that?
Sure. Would that be Turtles of Grayskull then?
Turtles of Grayskull would be in the general release.
Okay.
So
okay. All right.
Does that work? So we'll start with specialty. I'm going to go with Ninjara. I want a Archie Comics Ninjara figure. I think that would be really cool, seeing all the other ones that they've shown previously, I really would like to add her to that Archie Comics shelf. Tony,
these are ones we think we'll see. Or
yeah.
No,
it's speculation station. We're hoping we get to see these. We're hoping.
Okay, so this is hope.
Oh, Blue Cat, I'll be getting to that too.
Cuddly the Cowlick.
Oh, there it is.
That's all I got. That's all I want. I want
right.
Goddamn floating cowhead.
Thanks, Tony. What about you, Kiki?
Well, okay, so I'm going third, but that would have been mine too. I'm going to go with Crying Hound. I think I'm hoping we'll see a Crying Hound because of the forearms. I think that buck will open up to some other fun forearmed characters for the Archie world.
I'm going to go with the chat right now. A NECA movie Tatsu. The rumors are flying. People are saying we're gonna get him. I hope it's true because that would be awesome. I feel like he is one of the big gaping holes in the movie line of figures from NECA right now. So I would say Tatsu. Tony.
I'd love to see any new Casey Jones, whether it would be from NECA, like the why did I literally just brain fart on that? No, the American flag.
Yeah. Oh, I know you're talking about.
Sorry, I just forgot what it was called.
Body count.
Body count. Yeah. Love to see that Casey of that, or a Casey from the 2007 Turtles or whatever. Just a different Casey.
Cody Rhodes.
I want that. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a section where we're going to say who we think we're going to see too? Is that
that's what we're doing right now? We hope and we speculate.
There's ones that I mean, like stuff that's been revealed, for instance, like Turtle April, right?
We're not going with that right now. We're going with stuff we hope we see at San Diego. We don't got all night, Gigi.
Hope or think.
I hope that we're going to see something from on the Mirage side of something from the Justice Force. My guess would be that might start with like something like Dr. Dome and the Domoids. The what?
JJ said, follow the rules. I'm going to put it out there. I don't give a shit who makes it. Super 7. Okay, I do give a shit who makes it. As long as it's not Loyal Subjects, I want someone to make new 2012 Turtles.
Oh.
NECA,
yes.
Super 7, fucking Playmates. I don't care. Just not Best Action, please. So I will say 2012 Turtles, throwing it into the ether.
Well, Playmates had 2012 back in the day.
New ones, I'm saying. Like, updated. Tony.
We're just doing specialty, right?
Yep.
I'm hoping that at least by the time of San Diego that Mezco decides to finally solicit and put their Casey Jones up for pre-order. That I've been patiently waiting. Yeah, I want that Casey.
Fortnite throwing the long bomb of NECA flaming carrot since he crossed over with TMNT. Right.
That'd be sweet.
Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, any of those crossover characters I think would be fantastic. I mean, that's going to require them to get an additional license to do it, but that doesn't mean it's off the table.
Sure.
Sorry, didn't interrupt. Tony was still. Were you?
Oh no, I'm good.
It's on you.
I mean, Tempestra. I would say it. I feel like every year.
I don't know why we don't have her, to be honest.
It makes no sense. I mean, but like, it also feels like it's just. It always feels like it's just around the corner because she's the only remaining member of the Night of the Rogues that we don't have, and she's been in so much more since that point too. So
they also showed off the arcade machine with that one April, and it's like, come on, like pack Tempestra with an arcade cab. it's a layup. Man, a lot of people in the chat saying 2007 Turtles. I would also like to put that out into the ether, but one that was also talked about earlier that I would love even more is Super 7 to make a goddamn Fugitoid. Yes, Fugitoid! I love that character. And that vintage figure was one of my all-time favorites.
Mine too.
And so it's like, God, that'd be cool. So I'll say Super 7 Fugitoid for my second to last, Geeky. Tony.
I cannot remember the name of the character, but I think it would be really cool, and it's right up NECA's alley. And you guys could probably help me with it, but she was the Bug Queen from Archie.
Maligna.
Oh,
Maligna.
That one I think would be a really fun.
That'd be a cool character.
Figure that'd be right up their alley.
Oversized. Yeah. Big,
yeah.
With maybe some malignoid like Packins. That'd be neat.
That'd be tight.
That'd be really cool. I'm gonna say Hans and Feats. Because I feel like because we're going the route of a lot of the different wrestling characters, we're doing wrestling, right? I mean, I do think we're probably. I hope that Cuddly's coming sooner than later. I feel like when they're because they got the wrestling turtles, perhaps it'll be a carrying case. It needs to be a carrying case, right? If it's got to be able to carry stuff in it, right? So
you would think so, but I would. If I had to make an educated guess as to what Super 7 would actually do, I think the pack, because apparently it's a 4-pack.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be a rectangle box, and it's going to look like a wrestling ring.
Well, like the Stump Arena ring.
Yeah.
That's probably what the packaging is going to look like. But I agree with you 100%. It absolutely should be Cuddly.
I'm thinking... I'm going to go so far off the rails if I keep going on Cuddly. But I mean, I think to me, it makes sense that they would bring in some of those wrestling characters from the other realms too, to kind of help add into the wrestling fun across the board there. So Hans and Feats seems like more likely than not likely at this point.
Smetty, god dang it, just throwing off my entire list. Super 7 Undercover Donnie Chrome Dome Pizza Face Fugitoid Punk Rock. No. I would love, and I know that I am in the distinct minority on wanting this iteration of the Turtles, but from Archie, I would love to get the very weird, depressing future Turtles, like with the backwards hat and like the eye patch and everything. Yeah, like I want them.
Why do you think you're in the minority with that? That's
because a lot of people found that arc fucking depressing as shit, Geeky.
Yeah, well, it's depressing, but they're great characters with the eye patch, right? I mean, no, they're phenomenal.
Jeff Rotan, LT Toys is $57 down payment. I think that is for those. There they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're fantastic.
Middle-aged mutant ninja turtles, middle-aged mutant ninja turtles. They all got some furry robes. Yeah, they totally do now because it's the Armageddon.
But I'm not gonna lie, I want these versions.
Yeah.
Of the future? I mean, it's because it's the same.
Yeah.
You could easily put those on the Lawson bodies.
HasLab Malignant.
100%. Yeah.
All right. Tony, last one. Before we go to general.
I don't know. That's tough, man. I would love I would love the wrestling Ace Duck.
Yep, and there's speculated Ace and Leatherhead are coming. So, all right,
Leatherhead was announced-ish, not officially, but
Mighty Mike, I'm with you there. But
yes, please. Uh,
Mhm.
All right, Geeky. Your final one. Thing.
Not cool. So many more. Okay, let's go with let's go with Hokum Hair and Mr. Og, because I know that would be a 2-pack.
That'd be cool.
That feels to me like it's intergalactic.
Yeah.
That
Well,
makes
and Og is small enough that it works. Like
yeah.
the O3 Turtles, but one eye Raph, Blind Leo, one arm Mikey, and Old Lady. Oh yeah.
Well, the future Turtles in
On
03.
Amazon.
Well, they have two.
All right, moving over to general release Turtles. So this is all your general retail. So this is Playmates, Best Action, and Turtles of Grayskull. As well, I'll throw this out there for the Playmates. You could also go down that re-release path, because we did see with the 40th anniversary that we are re-getting the Toilet Taxi apparently getting re-released as a vehicle. So I think that's pretty cool. I will throw it out there to get the ball rolling. I hope we get some sort of redeco of Castle Grayskull for Turtles of Grayskull. I hope we get something goofy with it. I doubt that we'll see it, but it's something that I can hope for. Tony,
I like your thinking.
With the apparent resurgence of the Best Action.
Damn it, Smitty, stop reading my mind.
Because I think we were kind of all under the interpretation that perhaps they weren't going to do anymore. But seeing that they are, I really want them to do like a deluxe size Slash from IDW.
Oh, that'd be neat. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Giggy.
Yes. I'm gonna go overarching here and say, because we're getting all those re-releases from Playmates, I would love to see them start approaching some of those concept figures that we never got.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so like in the Playmate style, but potentially using like different, because they got the parts now. They're tooling the parts, right? You can start mixing and matching things to potentially get some of those out.
Oh no, I was gonna say I'm on the same boat with you. I was hoping whatever the like Turtle Origins line that they teased, I'm hoping that's where we get some of those weird concept figures with better articulation and stuff.
There's so many cool concepts that were almost figures, and there's just like troves of these almost figures that some of them are even cooler than what came out of it, in some of those cases. So that's my hope.
Michael Palmer thrown out there reissues of some of the rarer guys to get them in their collections. I think it'd be smart.
Mm-hmm.
The Turtles of Grayskull line only going to be 3 to 4. Dude, they're on wave I think they've already announced like wave 5. They're deep in that line. That's actually where I love that line right now. The thing that has me very intrigued is that turtle, like the Turtle Origins line. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's those 4 turtles that are hyper articulated and hyper textured apparently too, with their pitty skin. But I hope we get some new style figures in that towards the classic line. I think that'd be cool. Tony.
What was from the CGI movie?
2007.
2007. What did they call Raph?
Night Watcher.
Night Watcher. I would love a new articulated Night Watcher figure, because I know they're kind of reintroducing the concept in the comics.
Yeah, the IDW.
So I mean, whether or not that's Best Action or Playmates, I mean, even if I still stand by that, this is probably one of the more badass Playmates figures that they've done in the last 10 years. Just because it's, in terms of articulation, I mean, it's got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, ankle pivots,
Well, and that's what I was hoping they were going to do with the other release. Like, like you were saying, Tony. Like, imagine if they did 07 Turtles like that. That'd be badass. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Geeky.
Well, I was just saying, but the Night Watcher has a very different look in IDW too. So I mean, it hasn't explicitly been said. You know, I think there's still a mystery around this character, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily, we don't necessarily know who this character is, right?
I think we do. No, never mind. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know, unless that's been more explicitly said somewhere.
I don't know.
Because we just got that tease so far, right? In the free comic book day thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyways, but it's a really cool, but that looks very different than the other Night Watch that we had from 07. Is my point.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's aesthetically similar, but there is some definite differences there.
Bryos sent over a few pictures.
Very cool. Yeah.
But he also sent these over earlier. There's his Salamander Turtle crew.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to go this deep, but
I mean, when you look at it, it's, you know, it has a lot of similarities, but obviously it's got all the swirls, and
the swirls I'm not as big a fan of.
Yeah. But it still has that very like angular helmet and stuff.
I dig it though. Well, there we go.
I'd take either.
Yeah. All right, Geeky.
But who's making that, Tony? Who do you want making the?
I wouldn't. I would if they were to do this version. If it were Best Action, okay. If it were the other version from the movie Playmates, sure. It's just as long as it's a good figure, like no hollow bits, no, you know, don't put a costume on the buck that they've reused 800 times.
Yeah.
It was cool the first 2 times, and then I was like, no, I don't think I will anymore.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Geeky.
I want to see more of the What If figures from NECA. That's
but we're on general release figures.
So forget that I said that, because it doesn't matter right here. I'm excited for seeing the next batch of reveals from Turtles of Grayskull. I think that those are going to be. I'm just like, this is the thing. With each one of these waves, it's like a treat. It doesn't. You don't know what you're going to see. There's the possibilities there are so much fun to imagine. We just saw that the rock bop steady, right? I don't know what they're calling
two bop steady.
The two, right? And it's like, that is it's an awesome figure. B, like one I've been like in my mind have had multiple times in the past but never actually did. So, you know, it's like it's helping to bring some of these things to reality that are, you know, we're just like, you know, to the put to the imagination bin of the past, right? And I love that. So yeah. So whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be exciting. I don't know what. Who knows?
I think that's the fun of that line, though. Is it's just bonkers. You know, it's so off the wall.
Exactly.
I am actually going to reiterate with my 4th pick, one of Tony's. If Best Action is gonna figure their shit out and make some awesomeness, I want a properly scaled Slash, an IDW Slash. That'd be really.
It's got to come with the Dark Leo blades and the bandana and everything.
Yeah. All right, Tony, what's your 4th pick?
I don't know. I've been trying to think the last couple of days of like other characters that I would love to see in the Turtles of Grayskull thing. And like I think it would be interesting to see them like dive a little bit more into like the Dimension X stuff.
Yeah.
So like if they were to ever do a sequel, it'd be kind of cool to see to like see like a like General Trag or a Triceraton or something like that, like crossover. Nothing super specific, but I definitely would love to see this line continue for a while.
I agree. Mr. Geeky.
I'll go along that line. I mean, I would love to see a leather crane. That a massive size, big sized leather crane. But so you could swap out the stomach where it could be either crane or it could be regular leather head. But either way, it would be a massive figure. It would need to be a substantial figure.
I'm pulling up an image just so people don't think you're talking about like a leather daddy.
A leather what?
A leather. Never mind. Conversation for another screen.
It's in the Utrum style of this is what I do. I sit on you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
or in you.
Right. Yeah. Right. Your chest. Yeah. But it's a really fun character. It's a different version of Leatherhead that we've had in 2014. Yeah.
I'm going to my last and final pick is gonna go up to, actually, I believe Smetty read my fucking mind earlier. But a Turtles of Grayskull slime pit. Because we've seen it in the mini comics. We've seen it on the package art. It needs to happen. All right, Tony, your final pick.
I would love to see like a full-blown IDW Krang, because his android is so unique looking.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. But I do want to piggyback on what you just said, Dave. Who do you think they could? How do you think they could put Cringer into that Battle Cat into the Turtles of Grayskull? Like,
I think they could literally. Okay, you know what? This is something that's frustrated me from the get go. Is so all the Turtles of Grayskull ancillary like characters, they're like, oh, what do we need to do? Oh, we're gonna put them in samurai armor. They're ninjas. They're not samurai. My brain goes, if you're gonna give us all this samurai shit, and everybody's gonna be samurai, give us the one goddamn samurai, and he's a rabbit. Give us Turtles of Grayskull Usagi. Well, you know what I mean? It's like, no, just make that thing. I think
they might.
Yeah, I think Cringer and Battle Cat, throw him in turtle armor, or in the case of what they've been doing,
mutate him.
He'll be in samurai armor.
I mean, I was thinking it would have made sense to me, because like how the old thing was like you mutated into like the last thing you touched, basically.
Yeah.
So
like a He-Man.
Yeah, well, but I mean, like whether it would be He-Man that should have mutated into Battle Cat, or vice versa, but that'd be just like a big old like.
I was gonna say it'd be cool if basically they made Cringer into Tiger Claw.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I mean, but imagine if it's mutated Cringer and not mutated Battle Cat, right? It was just like with that silly face, that silly grin on his face, or oh no, He-Man. So it's like a really jacked up Cringer that still has his like scaredy cat face. That would be hilarious.
No, I gotta cut a bitch. What? The fuck?
Imagine Orko getting mutated.
Oh, that'd be frightening.
Him and Baxter, or something like Orko turns into Orko the Fly.
It would almost be like a Shadow Wraith, right? Right, like one of the Horde Wraiths. Do you remember those? Yeah.
This would be cool. Eiswin props. Have it be Mikey's cat from the Mirage comics. So repaint Battle Cat as Clunk. That'd be great.
That's fun.
They got Kyle Rose from Legion, indeed. All right, Mr. Geeky, what's your last pick?
Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna go with something that doesn't exist yet, just because I feel like I like the possibilities here, and I don't know. There's conversation.
Battle Ice Cream Kitty.
Yeah, oh, that'd be fun. There's conversation
Oh,
about. Okay, it's between two things. One is kind of moving into this territory of wouldn't this be fun to try and have something that it seems like it should have happened a long time ago, which is like the collaboration of Turtles and Marvel stuff, right? Where it's like you have the Daredevil mashup or you have the X-Men mashup and Turtles. So that, or kind of what you were touching on before too, with like the 2012 TMNT, like coming back to that. What? Because
I still watching Dave's expression. He's like, I could read his mind right now. He's like, I said fucking 5, and now he's on 6.
Yeah, another.
I'm more so like, I gotta fucking pack the car and still do a cover tonight, Geeky. Wrap that shit up, man.
So, all right, let's just go with the collaboration. I think Marvel collaboration would be fun. I think that'd be neat. TMNT, Marvel, give me it all. Let's do some mashup stuff. That'd be great.
Hell yeah. Well, on that note, we will come back to you guys for Turtle Talk after San Diego Comic-Con, after whatever happens with Geeky going there, or whatever crazy reveals we see, because I'm sure there will be more than 5, just like Geeky was saying. Yeah, dude, all the Godzilla covers for Marvel. Oh, I wish it was an actual story. Yes. But Michael Palmer, the company that gives us the next mutation, either show accurate or promotional designs, wins everything. I don't know if I go that far, but it would be pretty cool.
Be fun.
But I'm going to throw it around the horn so everybody can hype what they got coming up. Where can people find them and such? We're going to start down there with Mr. Geeky. Mr. Geeky, what you got coming up? Where can people find you?
Oh, I'm starting. I guess I have a new deep dive out, which is really fun. It kind of taps into a lot of what we were talking tonight. It's Archie deep dive, tackling a bunch of fun characters from that. Has an animation in there by Super Art, and we've got another animation coming too, which is going to be coming probably in the next week. Which is I'm really excited for this. So hopefully this will be soon. There's some I have a trivia thing that I did with Michelle Ivy that hopefully will be coming out soon. It's there's some more deep dives. Got some brand new stuff with some art from some amazing artists. One who I saw in the chat earlier, Mr. Jones, has been doing some art for the upcoming deep dive. And got a bunch going on over at our sister channel, Geeky Junior, as well. Every week we've been doing different read-alongs with me doing my best impressions of some of the characters. So sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a very big miss, and you won't know unless you watch it. So that's Geeky Junior and Speaky Geeky, and then also here and probably San Diego Comic-Con too. Maybe either I'll be there myself or I will be having coverage there. Either way, it'll be a fun time. So,
Tony.
You can find me here tomorrow night for Griff Riffs. And again, if you're local, you can find me at Mint in Box Toys in Stillwater, Minnesota. And if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. I'm trying to get to 1,000 people by the end of the year. And any help would be very, very appreciated. Please. Yeah, whatever. You know.
Fair enough. You can find me right here most Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Mondays, Let's Talk Toys. Tuesdays, Chop and Shop. Wednesday is whatever I damn well please, I guess, these days. I'm so stoked to finally get Turtle Talk in the can, as it's been far, far too long since we've gone down this salacious path we have. Again, Tony will be here tomorrow for Griff Riffs. Next week, I will be taking the week off. I will be up north with my family, working on some stuff, and coming back fresh after that. I might pop on for kind of a surprise AMA thing or whatnot. It depends on how the signal is up there, as always. But this weekend, I will be at Range Fan Con up in Virginia, Minnesota. So make sure to scope that out if you are in the tri-state area. But you can find me on Twitter at Dave Wheeler. You can find me on Instagram at the Dave Wheeler. You can find me on Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Wonder. For just $1 a month, you join the exclusive Discord, and at $5 a month, you get access to a bunch of exclusive giveaways. Then popping over, you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Dave Wonder. And most importantly, you can find all of us technically over at Extra Life, extra-life.org/participant/Dave Wonder. We raised $1,000 last Friday for children's cancer treatment research.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty fucking awesome. So let's keep that up. Still 2 more mini marathons. And of course, the Bad Idea for a Good Cause 24-hour marathon stream coming up in November. So yeah, again, low streams next week. I won't say no streams, but I will say low streams next week. I believe Tony will be back for Griff Riffs for sure. And I'll be around. We'll see what happens. But thank you, of course, Geeky. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, COJ, for being a part of the conversation. As always, folks, be good, be kind. Much love from Minnesota. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Power. Dance harder.